Alright, this is Joshua Taylor, Donald D. Taylor, coming to you from here at my work 20 in Boston Bar. And this is an update on the carbon foam. I think I've already made an introduction on this. But yesterday I contacted a guy that works at the metal shop in Abbotsford. And I'm going to work with him to build another device for gasifying, for converting breadcrumbs into carbon foam. And when I mentioned the results where, I could put a little 1/8" layer and heat it up where I get very little heat transfer, he was very excited about it, because I know that it does have super insulation qualities, even when compared with the best fire brick that's out there. And fire brick, it tends to soak up the heat, and that way you pour liquid metal to it, right? You take the heat of liquid metal without breaking down. But the carbon foam seems to, it's much more enhanced, where it doesn't allow heat transfer through the material, and that's the critical difference. And I still have some samples of carbon foam, the marshmallow size, so I could actually trim that down to be used as the swirl device within the Joepipe. And since it's electrically neutral, it's going to be interesting to see what the results are. And but I know as the air comes in, if I put the slots around the swirl device, as the air and the fuel come in, I know that the carbon foam, where you get the ignition point between the air and the propane, it's going to cause a hot spot, like an orange spot, the same that happens when you use fire brick as a swirl device. So it's going to be an interesting test. And one thing about the Joepipe technology and the other stuff the Lord's given me, it's very interesting, but the end goal is to be able to generate a water gas fuel to add to the propane as a supplementary fuel to bump up your end result. And okay, I'm going to leave it here. I don't want this to go too long. So, I'm not making huge discoveries. I'm just making little minor observations. That gives me the data to develop the various technologies. This is Donald D. Taylor coming to you from here in Boston Bar, British Columbia, on an update on the carbon foam from breadcrumbs, actually.